Hey Pirates, Mr. Salzman here with another book to share with you. This one's called One Crazy Summer by Rita Williams Garcia. This is a historical fiction and it takes place in California in the year of 1968, in fact in Oakland, California. There's not much of a blurb. I'll read a little of that. I'll read a little bit of the first chapter and I'll share with you who I think might enjoy reading this book. Set during one of the most tumultuous years in recent American history, One Crazy Summer is the heartbreaking, funny tale of three girls who travel to Oakland, California in 1968 in search of the mother who abandoned them. It's an unforgettable story told by a distinguished author of books for children and teens, Rita Williams Garcia. Let's listen to Chapter 1. Cassius Clay Clouds. Good thing the plane had seatbelts and we'd been strapped in tight before takeoff. Without them, that last jolt would have been enough to throw Vanetta into orbit and Fern across the aisle. Still, I anchored myself and my sisters best I could to brace us for whatever came next. Those clouds weren't through with us yet and dealt another Cassius Clay left and a right jab to the body of our Boeing 727. Vanetta shrieked, then stuck her thumb in her mouth. Fern bit down on Miss Pattycake's pink plastic arm. I kept my whimper to myself. It was bad enough my insides squeezed in and stretched out like a monkey grinder's accordion. No need to let anyone else know how frightened I was. I took a breath so when my mouth finally opened, I'd sound like myself and not like some scared rabbit. It's just the clouds bumping, I told my sisters, like they bumped over Detroit and Chicago and Denver. Vanetta pulled her thumb out of her mouth and put her head in her lap. Fern held on to Miss Pattycake. They listened to me. We push our way up in the clouds, and the clouds get mad and they push back, like you and Fern fighting over red and gold crayons. I didn't know about clouds fighting and pushing for a fact, but I had to tell my sisters something. As long as Vanetta kept her fear to one shriek and Fern kept hers to biting Miss Pattycake, I kept on spinning straw, making everything all right. That's mainly what I do, keep Vanetta and Fern in line. The last thing Pa and Big Ma wanted to hear was how we made a grand Negro spectacle of ourselves 30,000 feet up in the air around all these white people. You know how Papa is, I told him. No way he'd put us on a plane if it were dangerous. They halfway believed me. Just as I had that soft plastic arm out of Fern's mouth, those Cassius Clay fighting clouds threw our 727 another jab. Big Ma, that's Pa's mother, still says Cassius Clay. Pa says Muhammad Ali, or just Ali. I slide back and forth from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. Whatever picture comes to mind, with Cassius Clay you hear the clash of fists like the plane getting jabbed and punched. With Muhammad Ali you see a mighty mountain, greater than Everest, and can't no one knock down a mountain. That's where this story starts, and it ends up going into Oakland at a time that was very tumultuous in 1968. There was a lot of things happening in that community, and this book documents them as it also kind of shows what the life is like for these three sisters who are looking for their mother who left their home when they were younger. One of them doesn't even remember her, and when they get to stay with her for the summer and learn a little bit about her and the life that she lives and why they don't live together. If you like family stories or historical fiction, you will love One Crazy Summer by Rita Williams Garcia. Thank you.